Hello, and welcome to Vision Advisor. My name is Erwin, and this time I want to tell you something about IQ and what it means for your life. What is the IQ, and how is it measured? It means intelligence quotient. Okay, but what does intelligence mean? And why does it have a quotient? Why is it even relevant? There are many definitions of intelligence. Essentially, intelligence describes the mental, problem-solving ability of a subject. It means how quickly and whether a person finds a solution to a given problem. But there is not only one intelligence. It is made up of several different types. The most common forms are the verbal, numerical, spatial-visual, and logical-analytical intelligence. Verbal intelligence refers to specific human language-based skills, which are considered to reflect latent general abilities. A large vocabulary, knowledge of several languages, strong rhetorical skills, and an easy understanding of complex literature are examples for that. Numerical intelligence describes a high mathematical abstraction ability. That's someone who is good with numbers. It's about relations between numerical quantities and numerical series. Spatial visual intelligence refers to three-dimensional and visual imagination. This means that someone can recognize patterns between three-dimensional complex figures relatively well. The logical analytical intelligence describes the ability to draw logical conclusions. It is the ability to recognize rules in a situation, clearly define them, and derive a generally valid logical conclusion from that. Now we know what kinds of intelligence exist, but how is it measured? The IQ is measured by IQ tests. Depending on the intelligence category, various multiple-choice tasks are set, which must be answered within a given time. Verbal intelligence is tested by tasks in which linguistic analogies must be recognized or word groups must be correctly assigned. Tasks for numerical intelligence require the completion of numerical series or logical arithmetical tasks. Spatial visual intelligence is tested by tasks in which series of different figures with certain patterns must be completed. Tasks for logical analytical intelligence test if you can make the correct conclusion from predefined rules. But among the many IQ tests that exist, there are many differences. Free online tests are not considered valid. On the other hand, tests evaluated by licensed psychologists for a fee are considered particularly reliable. What an irony! If you are interested in more examples, I will link you some IQ tests in the description. The result of the test is a number. The number itself is not an absolute value, but a number related to a homogeneous comparison group. An IQ between 85 and 115 is considered average. This makes up about 70% of the world population. Everything under 85 is considered below average, and everything more than 115 is considered above average intelligence. People with an IQ of over 130 are considered highly gifted or geniuses. They make up only 2% of the population. The value consists of a weighted sum of all characteristics of the intelligence categories. So, it is possible that a below-average result in one category is compensated by an above-average result in another category. An IQ of 100 is not necessarily an IQ of 100. It is possible that a talent in a certain direction is hidden behind this number. So, what is the IQ helpful for now? Pupils, for example, who are just about to graduate, often do not know what to do after school. At least I didn't know. Of course, it helps to know what's out there in the big, wide, and unknown world. Well, you usually don't know that yet. Therefore, the first step is to listen to yourself. Who am I actually? And where are my strengths and weaknesses? To the question, who am I? The philosophers have not yet found a commercially usable answer. Therefore, it might help to focus on your own strengths and weaknesses. What do I particularly enjoy? And what do I find particularly easy? Knowing your own IQ, and especially your individual strengths, can be a great help in getting a rough idea of which areas you are particularly good or bad at. Someone who has a below-average level of verbal intelligence, for example, should not torment themselves with courses of study such as law, philosophy, history, or politics. These are courses of study that require a deep understanding of language. Of course, anything is possible, but most likely not useful. It would cost an unnecessary amount of energy for someone without verbal intelligence. Many students choose a law course simply because they consider the role and social status of a lawyer to be desirable. Often, such opinions have been shaped by the society or certain series. This is exactly what leads to a false conclusion and explains a large part of the dropout rate of a law degree. If, for example, the same person has above average numerical intelligence, then mathematical subjects such as physics, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, computer science, or simply mathematics are recommended. According to this logic, all those areas where technical and mathematical understanding is required would be the right environment for this person. This does not make him a respected lawyer in a smart suit, but perhaps a gifted engineer or scientist. Often you realize in school already that languages or mathematics are easier or harder to learn despite your efforts. From this, a certain pattern can already be seen, which indicates which subjects make sense for you in the future or not. This insight is of great importance when choosing your education, studies, or career. I hope I was able to give you some insight in the world of intelligence and food for thought to make the right decisions for your future. If so, then subscribe to my channel and leave a like. If you still have any questions or suggestions, I'm looking forward to your comments.